sorry if you hate this angle. I promise you I'm not becoming a like car vlogger. Like I that's not my thing. I will say though, I do like to yap, and sometimes I'll be talking to myself. So is there going to be some videos that I might be making in my car? Yeah, probably. Hi, hello, welcome. I am posting another YouTube video, which means I am trying to be consistent. I am filming this one the same day I filmed the other one, but it's because, I don't know, like I just like had this big epiphany and like realization of just wanting to make content and just do it for me, and I really missed YouTube. And so I was like, listen, it doesn't matter if you don't have 16 cow video ideas lined up. You have other stuff you want to talk about. You have other videos you want to make, and if people want to watch them, they'll watch them, and if they don't, they don't, and that's okay. We have range, baby. To just come on here and do a bunch of life updates, because a lot has happened because I haven't been on YouTube in so long, and so much has happened this year. And so I wanted to do a life update video, because if you're somebody who strictly follows me on YouTube, you've missed several chapters, and I'm sorry. But if you're somebody who follows me elsewhere, you might have also missed chapters, because I mean, with the algorithms, it's very unlikely that you see every single video that I post, you know? Probably gonna be sporadic. I'm gonna do my best. First of all, I got really fun hair. I decided to do some really fun stuff, and it has been phenomenal, okay? It has been so fun. I have really enjoyed it, and unfortunately, I probably will be going back to some normal hair, just because I do want to maintain healthy hair, and I noticed the slightest breakage around my face, and that was enough for me to be like, well, maybe it's time to go back to normal. I also keep seeing blonde color, and that's very close to my natural, and I think it's something that happens when you get in your late 20s where you're like, I'm fine with my natural color, you know? Maybe the genes were right when they put me together, because I just feel like my natural color is kind of similar to that blonde, and I really want to be it. So I'm going to be growing this out for a little bit and letting it fade, because fun fact, if you ever want to know about coloring hair, blue is a decision that you have to commit to, okay? Because blue will not come out. It takes a while. Purple is very safe. If you ever want to do a like fun, like festive color, purple is safe for anybody, because I think it's flattering on everybody and it fades really well, and it's easier to get out. Blue, on the other hand, blue will bite you in the ass. I went out to Oklahoma. I ended up, you know, meeting up with the people that I work with a few companies, and made a lot of really great relationships. I absolutely love Oklahoma, and I visit there kind of often now. Went back in May. I went out first in the end of February, then I went in May, and I am definitely going back because I really enjoy it out there. Same kind of stuff with like animals. I have gained cats. I don't know what it is about the animal distribution system, but it loves me, and it wants me to know that they have me on speed dial, because I be getting cats constantly. Like, nothing else crazy on the cow department. I can't remember if I updated, like, we're not breeding this year. I won't be having babies this year, because I did sell Rocco to my friends out in Colorado at D20 Ranch. He is thriving out there. He is having such a great life. He has made some beautiful babies for them, and I am desperately wanting to go to Colorado, because I want to visit Maureen anyway and her beautiful little ranch, but I also would love to get to go see Rocco. Still have yet to build my house. I'm always very open and honest with you guys that I make money from the internet. I'm grateful for it, and I never am a complaining bitch, but it is not enough for me to be able to build a house yet. In this economy, it affects me too. I am not a rich bitch, I promise, and if I was, I would be out of my parents' house. I love them, but I'm 28, I want my own space. FFA Co, my baby, you'll notice if you go to my website, there's like nothing. I have sold everything, because I have a lot of really exciting things going on. I am actually selling Heifer Please Co to my best friend Julie. She was my first ever employee. She has been one of the people that has been she has been with me through this journey, and been a rock, and been just so helpful and supportive in all capacities. And she was like my first employee with Heifer Please Co. She's helped me so much, and she's also just a very strong-minded person with a really good business mindset, and I think she'd be great. And I would love to be able to benefit my best friend in some way by by selling her a business that's established and watching what she gets to do with it, because I think she has a lot of great ideas. It'll still have a lot of the same stuff that you're used to, and if it doesn't, my new business will, but I'm just so stoked. As far as my new business, I have kept that more on the hush-hush, just because I don't want to talk too much about it and then get you excited, and then there's so much hype, and then it's so much wait for the launch that you don't even care when it's launched, because it's my baby, and I've already spent over 5 figures on it, and I'm terrified because, you know, you got to think, what if it fails? But then I have to remember and be positive, be like, but what if it doesn't? So stoked. I have never been more excited. I have never put more time, energy, effort, blood, sweat, tears into something. And I'm so flippin' excited for it. I got a boyfriend. which is crazy because I have been so single for so long and just so feral and undomesticated, and I have a boyfriend. I will probably do videos with him. He is amazing. I love him. He is like really supportive of the social media and business stuff, which is fantastic. He does live with me on the farm. We were kind of long distance. I can do a whole video with him and we can talk about how we met and everything, but we were kind of long distance and we just were done with it because we just were like, both like, he's 26, I'm 28, and we both were just like in that like dating to marry stage where we were just like not wanting to play games and having no desire to do any of that. So like we literally just got through all those questions like right off the rip, like just being like, we had like the kid discussion, religion, politics, like where we see ourselves, like our like compromisations. And so it's been great though. I am so grateful for Bumble for having me find this man. And like I said, I'm sure I will do videos with him because we enjoy making content together. Like it's really fun. We've done some videos over on like TikTok and Instagram, and I just enjoy being around him and making videos with him. So I'm sure you will see him here. I got one of the best opportunities I've ever been given and got to work with my #1 company. When I started the internet, a lot of times people would ask like, what's your dream collab, or like, what's a company you'd love to work with? And I always said the FFA because as a kid, FFA was huge to me. It's how I met my best friend, Julie, and I just always loved FFA. FFA was always that company that was like, if I got to work with the FFA, I would lose it. And I got to not only work with them, but I got to go to the National FFA Convention, which is the biggest thing the FFA does. And I got to go again with my best friend. I got to take Julie, and it was just the coolest experience because not only did we get to relive our childhood memories and like how we became best friends and all the things that we loved and missed about FFA convention, but it was also the year that my cousin Kaylee got her American degree, so I got to be backstage and like be there for her big day. And it was just like, I get down in the dumps sometimes because a lot of brands won't work with me. A lot of companies just won't even like bat an eye over at me, and it just gets me down because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, you just don't like me because what? I'm not super duper skinny. I'm a little opinionated and talk about human rights. Is that too much? Damn. So the fact that I got to work with the FFA and I got to go to FFA convention and represent them was just, I was like, all right, cool, that's fine then. Other companies can hate me, I don't care. Also got to do stand-up, which was insane. I have wanted to do stand-up since I was a child. I always loved comedy and stand-up specifically. I respected it so much as an art. I've watched so much comedy. I've been to a lot of shows, and I always wanted to do stand-up. I would practice jokes when I was 11, 12, but I never told anybody but my cousin M, because I just figured it was a pipe dream that was not going to go anywhere because I live in the middle of nowhere and I'm terrified to do an open mic night. But back in like April-ish, a club promoter I think it was the owner of the club reached out because of my social media and was like, hey, I've got 2 clubs, one here and one there. We'd love to book you for both nights. And I took that as a sign to dip my fucking feet into comedy and finally do it. And I went out to San Diego and Arizona, and I had 2 shows, and it was insane. I still cannot get over how exciting that was, how fun that was. And it's just like, as corny and cheesy as this sounds, like when I was on stage, I was like, this is what I'm meant to do. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I can still learn a lot, and I probably didn't do 100% my, like, the best ever, okay? I know that. But God, it felt good, and it was just so fun. So if you were some people who came to my first couple shows, I can't even express how thankful I am because y'all were the best crowds and really helped, because obviously it is nerve-wracking to do that for the first time. But I had the time of my life, and I can't wait to do more. I have a show coming up. I'm going to be in Wisconsin for an event with some other ag girlies, and then I have another one in March. I can't talk too much about it yet, but once I can, I will give you all the deets. I'm hoping to do more shows. I'm just trying to figure out how that works, and I might have to get like an agent or something because like I don't know anything. So I'm like, help. Also, I'm going to be a published author in 2025. Yeah, you heard me. What the hell? I never dreamed that I would write a book because I was never good at English. It was always my least favorite subject, and I just wasn't good at it. Never was really that great at writing a paper, but I wrote a book. So stoked. I think you guys are going to love it. It is very farm-based. It's a lot of different, like, I'll give you this premise at least. It's a lot of it's like an adult storybook. It's what I wanted to do. I wanted a book for people who might not, like an ADHD brain, fellow ADHDers. You don't have to read it in the like front to back, you can pick a story, like a children's storybook, but for adults, and it has cuss words. I'm really proud of it, and I can't believe I get to say I'm a published author. But I'm hoping that with all this shit, you're like, okay, maybe it makes sense why she didn't do YouTube for a little while. I've been booked and busy this year. I have done a lot of stuff, but a lot of really cool stuff that I'm really grateful for, and I'm so incredibly proud of, and I am just super excited. I think, by George, I think I might have got it all dead. I'm in my house laying on the couch with my dogs. Basically, while I was filming, I ran out of storage, so that's really fun, really fresh. Life of an influencer, let me tell you. I hate when I go buy a new phone because I'm always like, I want the biggest memory, and they're like, you don't really need it. Like, no one ever uses that much. I'm like, I do. That is all the stuff I've been up to. I'm sure I've missed a few little other things, and I will try to update you and like show you more stuff as I get back into really doing content on all of the different things. But I did film another podcast episode, got back into that, and I don't know, I've just had a new energy about content creation, and I've just gotten really excited about it again, which makes me really happy. I don't really know what sparked that, but I'm very glad that it's here because I enjoy making content and I want it to be fun for me, because then I think it's better for you guys and it's more enjoyable for you guys. But that is all the things I've been up to. I hope that gives you a nice synopsis of the life updates. There'll be more content to come. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. I appreciate it. Again, I still don't really fully know how to do sign-offs. A little millennial peace sign maybe, although I think I'm kind of Gen Z. I don't freaking know. I'm 96. Have a fantastic rest of your day, night, week, year. I hope you have a phenomenal 2025, and I will see you in the next video.